Well, I think our defense was terrific. Great numbers, great feel. I felt like we were, disruptive, but also really sound, and kept guys in front of us, contested shots, out rebounded them, which is very positive. And then on offense, I thought we moved the ball nicely in the first half, but I thought our ball movement in the second half was beautiful, and it makes it difficult to defend when the guy who has the ball is an aggressive player who can shoot but can also pass. That makes it pretty difficult to defend. We were surprised to see zone because they've been a man-to-man team, and I thought that we handled it very well, especially as the game went on. We have finals this week, so we are looking forward to making sure when we have a chance to get in there, we'll get in there, and looking forward to the next one on Saturday.
Chris, that's an opponent that had 9 dunks on Richmond last year.
Yeah.
I wonder if that's a reflection of increased toughness,
Yeah.
alertness. I don't know how you can describe it.
I would say so. I would say that toughness is much improved, and I remember that last year we felt like we scored very easily down there, but they scored. We happened to get a big lead, but they scored pretty easily too. And our defense has been better, and certainly our toughness, which they're very closely tied or closely linked. Our toughness has definitely been better, and that is a good stat.
When people ask you what the primary difference is between last year and the year before and this year, is that what you first hit? Defensive toughness, defensive.
Yes, definitely. I think there are 4 reasons that I anticipated we could be tougher, and getting Blake Francis, getting Tyler Burton, everybody being a year older, and then the emphasis. And I think those 4, they're very legitimate, and I think that's played out to how it's been. We still can improve and do better, but to have a game like that and have a few games like that, that's impressive and really valuable.
Coach, with Tyler out tonight, he's been a defensive spark coming
Yeah.
off the bench. How do you feel about how the rest of the guys stepped up off the bench?
I thought they played well. I think Andre had a really good game. Andre, his value to the team. The worst stat to measure it is his points because he's not quite as much of a scorer, although he could be, and has options and opportunities to do that. But he's been great. He's an outstanding defensive player. He has a really good sense for how to play. He's a great athlete, as we saw today. I thought Matt gave us a good lift. So I thought, we missed Tyler, and we had Tyler and Woj were sick, and Grant and Nate didn't really practice too much. So we've been making sure we're taking care of those guys. So that's been a challenge, but we answered it well, and the bench production's been good.
It's getting easy to take Gilliard for granted.
Yeah.
If you look at his floor game, pretty wild stat line.
Yeah, sparkling. He's, the steals, every other one, I can't even anticipate, and I'm around him every day. And, his sense for the game is the best we've ever had. And, to go along, he's so fundamentally sound, and to be gifted like that is quite a combination. And, I think he's really matured since he's been here, and I thought he was great today.
At this point in the season, how far do you think you guys are from your full potential?
Well, I'd like to have everybody totally healthy and practice. So, we'll see. We've gotten good. Again, it's when you make shots, it's better. You know what I mean? Keep that in mind. But the best thing you can do to make shots is get good shots. Take good shots, get good shots. And so when we move like that, that really helps. And so that's going to help you to continue to shoot at a good pace. The other things that you have to really control against, if the other team shoots well and you've played good defense, you have to tip your hat and try the next time. But moving the ball and then being tougher on defense, hopefully they can be who we are this year.
Speaking of being tough on defense, how are you guys able to limit Andre Fox tonight, which is 5 of 4?
Yeah, I would say, I don't know. This is a really talented team. They've been picked to win the Sun Belt, and I wouldn't be surprised if they do. They have all seniors or grad transfers, so they're really good. I don't think they played their best today, but this is a really good team, and I think we're just our concentration's high, and I think our commitment to one another and commitment to being tough is really high.
Chris, could you address Thomas Verbinskis' departure and what his plans might be?
Yeah.
What your plans might be with that scholarship?
So we obviously we wish Thomas the best, and we've been talking to his high school coach and his AAU coach, trying to help him figure out whether he wants to go and play or go transfer to another school or maybe turn professional. So we wish him the best. And he's been injured so often while he's here. I wish that he had kind of gotten a little bit more of a clean slate. And then in terms of the scholarship, we haven't necessarily talked about it too much yet. But we'll definitely see, and that'll be an opportunity maybe to evaluate some guys in the spring.
Do you have a priority in terms of big, small, mid-size?
Yeah,
that you'd like to have for next year's team?
Well, I think if a really good player would be one. Do you know somebody, John? Is that probably I think somebody who is big, and even if they had to sit out a year, that might fit nicely.
Address how the Spiders progressed against that zone. A little rough early, but obviously came around.
Yeah, I think it was our first time seeing zone this season. And I think in the first half we got the ball to the middle a lot more. And I think Grant and Nate had a lot of high-low action going on, which worked for us. But I think they played our shooters pretty well and didn't let us get open threes very often. And I think in the second half, because of what Grant and Nate did in the first half, it opened it up for everybody else.
Grant, how's the ankle feeling?
Pretty good. That's all I got for you, to be honest.
Hey, Grant, can you speak to Jacob's floor game just in general? I mean, the assists, the rebounds, block.
He probably won't get another block, but yeah, going off all the other stuff, we talk about it all the time. He could come in here and have 0 points for us, and he could still affect the game and be our best player. He can affect it in so many different aspects with the steals, like you said, and the assists. So just all in all, he does so much for us, and today was a big example of that.
Anything else for Grant?
Exam break, how you feel with a week off here and what you've done and perhaps what's to come? Maybe a summation of 8 and 1?
This break is kind of tough for everybody. You got to focus on other stuff, and then you got to try and make sure you're doing your best in basketball. So it's gonna be tough for us, but I think it's tough for everybody else around the country. So I think it's just something that you got to set your mind to. Obviously, we've had a good start so far, and we don't want to let Charleston be the team to knock us off. So we're just gonna push forward and look forward to next week.
South Alabama's been a big second half team this year. I think against LaSalle in their last game, came back from down 18. Was that something you guys were aware of in the second half when you were up?
No, not really. But I think sort of what Gilly said, we got a lot of high-low action in the first half. So they came out and made a couple good shots in the beginning of the second, but we were hitting threes. A lot of things opened up for us on offense. So I think it was just pretty overwhelming when we came out in the second half moving the ball like that.